field, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on. Pulling the gas, I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. Copy. I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve for the D like a turkey. I run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us up making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressed in all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one. I know run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the London Monarchs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. A little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but now it'll be third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Play fake. Brissett. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On second down, this is Harris. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now a first down carry for Harris. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line. Box it.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Found his target, it's Anderson. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 36.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On second down now, it's Harris. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Look out for the
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Brissett. He completes it to Boyd. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They'll run here with Mack. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
50. Hey, you block over here.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, and this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
On 1st down, it's Harris, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now it's Rodgers. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13 and also a first down. They'll run on first down. Harris. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Harris, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Open man is Anderson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Easy. Okay, over here. Six guys.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the... It got his man complete. 36 yards on the play. Nothing conservative about that play call. You said earlier in the quarter you wanted to see them open things up, maybe take some shots downfield. There you go.
Yeah, and that one was successful. But even if they're not successful, when you take those shots downfield, it got...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jamal Williams, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now Brissett. That's complete to Marlon Mack. He's at the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown! Robbie Anderson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Brissett sets to throw it. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Brissett to throw on first. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Brissett on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll throw now on the final play. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. That one complete to Anderson. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Brissett now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Brissett, and he rifles one incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Brissett got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, Brissett. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. On second and 11 now. Rodgers. It's complete to Williams. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
We got 4. We got 4. Check.
Now Rodgers on third down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. On first down, it's Harris. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Welcome back now here in London. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
It's just me and you. It's just me.
On 2nd and 2, Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
This is Harris. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That backs them up 1 yard and brings up third down. And this offense on third down today, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Mike 58 right there. Record.
Now Rodgers operating from the gun. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Hines. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football.
It's a gain of 8.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. This is Wilkins. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down throw for Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Hines, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing, Brissett. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Brissett. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. He can run for it, and he will. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run with Harris. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Williams. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run the counter. Harris. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the home team here, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.